Good morning. Holy crap, was not expecting to be doing this so early today. However, if you can read my title all the way, the arcade gets to reopen tonight. So I have to not only uh, finish my little project here with the flippers, I gotta clean this place like gangbusters. Because this part is part of the arcade. Oh wait, hold on. It would help if you could see it. What is that? That is not the right one. There we go. Why did it do that? Alright, so yeah. So this is part of the arcade and it's just covered in debris and repair stuff. Plus, I'm going to show you on the security monitor because I can't show you in the arcade. I'm also trying to work on our Killer Instinct over there. It's having some monitor issues, so I have it on in the arcade, and I'm testing that to try to make sure that it's still working. So yeah, I got to get all sorts of stuff done today. So I really don't have I really didn't have what I expected to be doing, but I do want to get these flippers done on here. And occasionally I'm going to be going back and forth and checking out the Killer Instinct monitor, making sure it's still going. And then we got to clean up. We got to get ready for tonight. We got to get the COVID safety things we're going to do. We already have hand sanitizer. We're going to have handy wipes around so people can wipe off controls, which, hey, that's a bonus. Keeps the games clean. Other than that, I'm excited. It's been over a year since the arcade's been open, and we're going to try it tonight. Hopefully nothing happens to where it gets shut down again. But we're going to try it tonight. And so let's get on this project here on these flippers and get this done and out of the way. Move the camera. So I got the flipper kit from Marco. We're going to redo these flippers. Let me go check the monitor real quick. Yeah, so if you know anything about video games, so what's happening on my monitor on Killer Instinct is the red. I'm getting oversaturated with red, and there's a lot of retrace lines, and I think my red gun was not firing properly, and so I was trying to resolder it and clean it, and right now it's working. But it's a little touchy on a little part, so I might still have to do a little bit of soldering before the arcade opens. So let's get down to flippers. All right, so here is one big difference that I'm noticing right off the bat between these flippers and ones I've done before. Hold on, I'm losing my... Ooh, I got it trapped underneath the leg. All right, we'll move that later. So, a lot of newer flippers, or I would guess almost all newer flippers, all these parts are on a plate, not just individually. So we have this part, and this part, and these are kind of all on the playfield right now. So they're separate pieces on this machine. So we'll do it separately. So we'll do the end of stroke switch. We'll do the this part, and some of these I might just reuse. Actually, I think I'll put all new in, and then I'll save the old parts that seem decent, so in case I have a problem with another machine in the future. And then we're definitely changing out this plunger, and I think a lot of this, I'm trying to see, there's some soldering work right here that we got to do to take off, but I think everywhere else we can just do it here on the playfield, I think. Which, alright. Do one at a time, see how quickly we get this done, because I need to get the playfield, essentially I need to get the playfield back in the machine so I can get it out of the way so it's not in the way tonight. Oh, and we have Hyperball inside the arcade. We'll see how well that goes. Monitor still seems to be okay. Let me turn off the light in there so I can see the monitor better. There we go. I don't know if I can see the red gun because now it's an IR sensor. All right. Okay, let's do this. let's get this done. All right. What do I want to do first? I need to get my soldering iron. Which I was using this soldering iron in the arcade for Killer Instinct, and now I don't have a cord. Let me get a cord. I got one back here, right? We can plug it in somewhere. Okay, where's the green one? Green one! There you are. Green one, and it is plugged into Lights Camera Action right now, which that'll be a debut in the arcade tonight. Lights Camera Action, never been played in the arcade for an open audience. This weird thing about soldering irons, they need power. And other end. Feeding wires through wires through wires. There we go. Now I got power. Now we're working with power. All right. I want to do it quickly, but you know, avoid the temptation to do it so quickly you screw up. So I still want to do this right. We're going to start with the end of stroke switch over here. So I'm going to bring that guy back over here. I think we can just go full monitor on that one. There we go. All right, so this guy over right here. Hey, Market Watch from Pinside for all sorts of games that I can't have. These are our new end of stroke switches. Gonna replace that. They're very shiny, very pretty. Gonna undo these. This one's got a protective little plastic guard on it. Now, does it matter really which wire goes where on this? Technically, no. But I just, my mind always just wants to put it right back where it was, because in another application, on another thing, for something else, it's important that the wires go back where they belong. So we're going to do the same thing here. Black wire on top, and this looks like an orange-white wire on the bottom. Take that off. Like I said, all the newer ones, all this is on one giant plate. And usually I have to take the whole thing apart to, or take the whole thing off the playfield to do this. But this one is just part of the playfield, so we're going to do it in stages. Nice and simple there. Take those guys off. And we'll deal with the adjustment of the end of stroke switch here after we're done with all of it. We'll talk about how they have to be adjusted to get the most power. Now, what am I going to do with this end of stroke switch? I am not throwing it away. Obviously, it still works, and we can use it as a backup. Hey, what's going on there? Butane irons are handy, but the TSA doesn't like me flying with the refills. Yeah? Guess I wouldn't have to worry about a extension cord with that. Alright. It's that guy. Obviously, these guys are going to have the most wear on them. You know, these are firing all the flipping time. These can be cleaned off, but when you buy your kit, you're going to get new ones anyway, so might as well put the new ones in. Guess you have to buy your butane when you get to where you're going. Alright, save. Need to save the screws, need to save the little plate for the bottom. And, oh, what did I do with the new one? Make sure we're putting it in the right way. Don't want to flip it around that way. We got to flip around the way it came out. Put some screws in here. So I have something to hold this up for a second. This is a easy peasy job right here. Now we're going to put this back on, tighten it down, but when we get the rest of it put on, keep the electric in your travel toolbox, nice. When we put the rest of it on, we may have to adjust this because, you know, it has to hit the arm just right. So it may be too far down, too far up. So don't tighten it down like it's permanently being tightened down. We're just putting it on there, going to solder it on, and then move on to the next part. Come on. Oh, screw you. How you doing today, Neil W? We'll just call you Neil. We'll skip the W part. How's it going, Neil? Welcome to the channel. Come on. Feed. Feed. There we go. So obviously that's like way too far down, but we're not being picky at the moment because we're not done. We're not done there. All right, now get my solder. Tell you what, I like this rotisserie. I as much as I hate that the design is kind of crappy, I do like it. All right, start with the bottom one. Be careful not to melt your wire. I'm going to put a little solder on the switch itself first. It's good smoke. So we have something to solder to. Come on. There we go. Doing good. Just needs a flipper rebuild that I'm procrastinating. Don't procrastinate on flipper rebuilds are easy. Procrastinate on like board work. Board work sucks. Alright. Bottom one. Oops. You might want to wait till the solder gets cool before you let go of the wire, dummy. The Addams Family. Okay, I see ya. I thought I had all the abbreviations down in my head, but I guess I didn't. Addams Family. That's one on our list to get. Of course, my list. Oh, you like board work? Ugh. My list is every pinball machine, but Addams Family is one of the ones on our list. But we can't complain. We're doing pretty good. Don't procrastinate today when you can procrastinate tomorrow. That sounds like, what was that guy on Popeye that ate the hamburgers? Wimbley? I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today. Wimpy, that's his name. Oh my gosh, I got my little, there we go. Got my little sleeve a little too far down. There we go. Slide that guy back up on there. This is just a little safety thing. It's absolutely not crucial, but it's there, so why not use it? All right. So now we're just kind of leaving that guy for now. This is kind of cool because I'm not used to this. We could just take this off so we can get to this part. I mean, usually hard work pays off in the long run, but procrastination pays off immediately. Yeah. That's what one of my favorite sayings that happens a lot is temporary fixes become permanent solutions. It's like, it'll be fine for now. And then it's just, that's how it is forever. Let me go check the Killer Instinct real quick. Looks like it's still working. Looks like I don't have some red bleed through on my monitor. Speaking of monitors, this is a tool you don't need much in pinball repair. Freaking, I don't need that. High voltage probe. Such a fun tool. If you're going to discharge a monitor, a regular color raster monitor, you can use the screwdriver to the chassis thing. But a vector monitor, you absolutely need a high voltage tool. However, if you have the high voltage tool, just use it for all of them, because it's a lot better to have that slow, subtle discharge of electricity than the whole big pop thing that freaks people out sometimes. Alright, I'm going to take this pin out. A lot of cleaning to do. Oop. That one was a little bit springier than I thought. It hit my hand, but I'll find it here in a second. I know it's still on the playfield. I thought I was covering it enough so it wouldn't shoot out, but apparently it did. Alright, I'm going to take the washer off. Why don't you just throw everything all over the playfield? Why don't you? Come here, you. Stay there. Alright, so now we can just unscrew this guy, set it aside, and we'll do the... we'll do all that in a minute. We got to do these linkages here first. Screwdriver. And while I'm unscrewing this, I'm going to kind of eyeball to see where that stupid spring clip went. Hit my hand and landed on the wood because I heard it. Unscrew there. If I have to, we are on the rotisserie. I'll just flip this thing over and it should land on my table. Alright. Lift this up. That comes off here. There we go. I'm going to set him over here for now while we work on this guy. So we're going to have to take these out, little Allen wrench things. The spring looks really good, so I'm going to use the new spring, but I am going to keep that. Where is my thing? What is Pinside Robot telling me? Scared Stiff, Minnesota, Illinois, Indiana. You know what I hate? Every time there's games, everywhere I look for selling on Facebook and things like that, everywhere I look for games, it's always on the East Coast or always up north, nowhere near where I am. It's like 1 out of 100 is anywhere near us. Sucks. Alright. So now we're going to take the actual flipper bat off. Taking off the flipper bat. And remember, one of these was too low and was rubbing on the playfield, so we need to make sure when we put it back on that it is not doing that. Now that could have been the previous time, it could have been years ago, but it's already got wear on it. We already know that. I'm going to take a picture real quick so I don't lose where I am. It's also a good idea to do one at a time because, you know, in case you didn't get your pictures right. I'm going to grab the bat under here somewhere. Where's the bat? There it is. If you didn't get your pictures right, then you got something to compare it to if you save the other one. Ooh, yeah. There's some time. There's some time on this. You don't even need these screws to hold this flipper on. Oh, there it goes. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. There. Oh, springs. It's all being held together by that flipper. That's weird. All right, that guy. There's our flipper bat. We're going to touch up We'll get that flipper to pop back out in the color. We'll touch that up. We don't need a new one. It's nice and solid. We'll clean that up. This guy is being replaced. This spring is great, but again, we are going to replace it. Oh, okay. See, I've never done this one before. I didn't. So this is how the spring is on there. Interesting. There we go. Take that off. That's holding the spring on. Interesting. Take that off. Yeah, it is a really good spring. So I'm just going to use the baggie that the flipper kit came in, and it'll just go into storage for all those just in case moments. Where you're like, you know what? I got another game of this era. I need a spring. Leave that here. And how's my monitor doing? It's doing okay. Take that guy out. Now we are fresh and clean out there. I'm going to move these screws out of the way. I'm just going to wipe down this area here real quick. And then we're going to also clean this guy. No sense in having dirty parts. Where's just some freaking cleaner? Oh, that's empty. All right, we'll use this. This is okay. Just clean under there real quick. Get all of that carbon scoring. Got a lot of carbon scoring here. Have you guys been in battle? Ow. All right. This side. Come on. I should have. Where is my cup? Oh yeah, it's up here. It's empty now. Weird thing about this alcohol is it evaporates, and I tend to never cover up my cup of alcohol for some reason. What's wrong with me? That's just wear in there. I don't think that's coming off really. The blast points are too precise. Must be Imperial flippers. You know, regular flippers travel in single file. You know, to hide their numbers. That's good enough. That'll work. It's not, that's just wear. All right. Now, I need new parts. So we have this guy, we have the spring, we have this guy, and then we're going to also have the Allen wrenches. All right. So I still want to clean the new one. Where did my Q-tips go? Oh hey, I guess I can unplug this soldering iron for a while. Those lamp sockets look nice. Battling some rusty lamp sockets and a classic Stern working intermittently. Yeah, there's actually like a lot in this machine. Again, this 1961. There's a lot that I was very impressed with how it's kept up. All these springs, none of the springs are rusty. Everything seemed to be working. Really, all we had to do is just is doing what I'm doing, cleaning it up. There's a couple little things that wasn't working right. Cleaning it up, sprucing it up, and this should be in the arcade fairly soon. This should not even take that long. What's taking long is, you know, life, regular jobs take a long time. There's that guy. Nice and clean on the inside. Clean my flipper. We're going to do a playfield swap on our Star Trek, our Bally Star Trek. And that was the suggestion that somebody said was change out all the bulb sockets. Like, while you're doing that, might as well put new bulb sockets. So we might be doing that. Notification. Oh yeah, somebody who wanted to get political on our arcade post. There's a question I had to ask. I know which stores will not make my health choices for me, and they get my business. Whatever. Whatever. Like, we want to open the arcade, and we finally get an opportunity to open the arcade. We're not playing the game of, well, can they wear a mask? Can they not wear a mask? You know what? We just want to make some money in our arcade. It's up to you. Just don't be pissy with other people. I will throw out an anti-masker and a COVID Karen at the same time. Just play the games. Give us money. All right, now just cleaning off this bat, and I still have to screw this down first. And the new spring, right? This is the new spring. Or is this the old spring? I can't tell. Both the springs were good. Either way, I need to screws. Down there. Ooh, I am not getting a grip on that. I might have to fill in my holes. Yeah, okay, before I do this, I'm going to fill in the holes because they are a little loose. I'm not getting a good grip. And how do we fill in the holes? With toothpicks. Toothpicks, toothpicks, toothpicks. Don't need that up there. That off. Fill it with toothpicks and then break the toothpick off. I'm going to put them in all of these. Might as well start fresh. With some solid, tight screws. There we go. All right. That's to the side. That's there. Bring that back down. Screws, glorious screws. So good and so scrumptious. Much better. Get that tight on there. Oops. Dropping it out. Dropping it out. Oh my gosh, come on, dude. Let's go in the hole. There. Tighten that. Here's the thing, like, One's the old spring, one's the new spring, and you really can't tell. They both look really good. Make sure I put the spring on right. I think it was this way. Yep. And the other screw. Where did the third screw go? Hi.
Kutsuo 5 is now following.
Thank you for the follow, Katsudo. Yeah, I heard. Hey, downside of putting everything up here is I don't know where I dropped that screw. Get those off. Get them off. Here's the washer. Oh, the screw's still in here. Oh my gosh. Screw's still in the old one. Before I screw this down, I'm going to confirm with my friend, the other one, that I'm doing this correctly. There we go. Let me just get that in there. Screw down. From the flyer, A New World of Profits for Operators. Yeah, what the things that I like about this, nostalgia-wise, is I like that there's no score reels. I like it's all lights. This is apparently the last Williams machine to just use lights for scoring and not an actual score reel. And I like that all of the astronauts, I guess they're just space people then, are all women on it. It's all just women, which is kind of interesting for the time. I mean, maybe they were trying to appeal to a certain demographic, but still, to have the astronauts all be women. That is garbage. Where is my photograph? I'll check my photo real fast. Check my photo real fast. Photo. No, it's backwards. Because this spring has to be facing the other way. No, it will be. You just tighten it. Right? Nope. Nope, it's got to go the other way. Got to go the other way. See, this is why we took a photograph. So that side goes down here. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's the other side. Wait, what am I doing here? Are the springs two different springs? Hold on. Oh, we have a left and a right spring. Sorry. Key thing to note, two different springs. Left spring and a right spring. Don't mix them up. I guess it would come pretty obvious there at the end when it wasn't hooking on right. Yeah, so this one matches that one. Okay. Whew. Make sure it's tight in there. Left spring and right spring. Now, this guy and the flipper. Oh, there's no way it can hit the ground. Wow, it puts it up a lot higher. Huh. Let me think for a second. Wait a second. Give me this. Hold on. One's thinner than the other one. A lot higher on there, so they're actually not the same height. There's an old one and a new one next to each other. One's a little thicker rim and shorter and higher. Let's see if we can still use this, or we might have to go back to the old one. So it sits on top of the spring. Okay, so this guy goes all the way up. It's not sitting flat. Okay, I'm seeing what's going on here. The new one is not sitting flat. Maybe I need to push it down further. Screw it in more. Get it down. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I might have to just put the old one back on. What's going on there? Yeah, this is not gonna work. That is not tall enough. Alright. Frack. I have to reuse the old one. Hey, nothing to slow down an easy job than that. That is weird. Yep, just gonna have to reuse the old one. Save that for a different game, I guess. Oh, that's the downside of buying a kit. It's supposed to be for it, but apparently it's not. Alright, clean off the old one. Did put it in the right way, right? Or did I put it in upside down? No, that was the right way. Did I put it in upside down? Is that what I did? Hold on. Let me retrace my steps here. Alright, no, it is right. I'm just an idiot. God, I'm stupid. Yes, upside down. Where were you like 5 minutes ago? Put it upside down. Now it's making more sense. Alright, dummy. Me, I'm the dummy. Fracking frack. Alright. The new one is thicker. There's no doubt about that. The new one, the base is a little thicker. Should have caught on. I should have saw that. time is it? It's after 10. Okay. I gotta check the monitor again. At least from here it looks okay, but that's looking through a monitor. And oh wow, the world makes sense now. Jeez. Oh, so dumb right now. I think I want to make excuses for why I did that, but no, it's just, it is what it is. Let me go check the monitor real quick. Still working. Yeah. People, that's our only fighting game in the arcade right now. We don't have Mortal Kombat. We got to have Killer Instinct working. Alright, so that's that. Get this guy out of the way. Now the flipper can come up through here and it make a lot more sense. There we go. Yeah, that's right. So the linkage is there. Twist the spring around the right way. We're not going to fall for this twice. There we go. I need to. Now what might happen here is burrs on the side of the shaft of the flipper. Alright, so all I'm going to do right now is just put the, do the pins get more played than the arcades? We've been off for a year because COVID, but I'm not, you know, yeah, I think for arcade games, people love shooting games and driving games. So our House of the Dead gets a lot more play, and Fast and the Furious gets a lot more play, Jurassic Park. And then, yeah, the pinballs. Yeah, people like the pinball, but we also charge more for the pinball. We charge 50 cents up to $1 for the pinball. So it does seem to get a lot more money. But plays, I still think House of the Dead is our big money maker in here. And that's a quarter a play. All the video games are a quarter a play. And that one, yeah, that one does really well. Where is my, oh, there it is. Got the baggie. We'll find out tonight. Since we closed last March, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new pinball type games, because Line Drive's not a pinball and Hyperball's not a pinball. But Jurassic Park, Iron Maiden, Lights, Camera, Action, all that's new to the arcade. And then we have a Terminator 2 shooting game, that's new to the arcade. All that since we shut down last year, which means we've had to spend our own money on it, and it sucked. It has sucked so much. Like, it's great that we got new stuff, but yeah, the arcade's not bringing in any money, so we had to pay for it out of pocket. So hopefully we start making some of that back tonight. These are just being loosely put in here until I can line up the flipper underneath. Right? I don't know how these ones. It looks like they have them lined up right next to there. Okay, I'm trying to line it up off the post on the bottom here. This is not the most accurate way to do this. Oops. A little bit more. Right there should be good, and we are not touching the playfield. So, I got a little Allen wrench that came with the kit. Like, really, the kit comes with an Allen wrench. Tell me you don't have 1,000 Allen wrenches in your shop. I have so many Allen wrenches. Everything comes with an Allen wrench. I have my sets that I bought, and then all of the ones that come with all these little kits. So many Allen wrenches. Very slowly doing this because I want to not readjust from underneath. Oops. Found you in Facebook. Oh, we have Bram Stoker's. Oh, Dirty Million. Ow. Does that mean like that's how much they want a lot of money for it? I'd love to hear 30 million. Oh, okay. There we go. That it? All right. Looks pretty good underneath, lined up like the other one. Don't go too far. So we'll adjust this end of stroke switch, obviously, when we finish this part. Which is take this old plunger out. Look at that guy. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to throw it away, but look, it's got a metal linkage. The new one doesn't have that. Get that out of the way there. And oh, I need to get my Loctite. Going to need Loctite for this. Set that up here a second. Just taking that one off. That one off. Lovely arm shot. And we'll take this out. Come on, coil sleeve, just fall out. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, it's worn, it's cracked, it's breaking. Pop that back in. Let's hear your best impression of the Gary Oldman yelling, 30 million! Yeah. I'm not going to put that on Gary Oldman. That's whatever freaking voice artist. Gary Oldman probably would have sounded cooler. Probably been more like Zorg in Fifth Element. 30 million! 30 million. All right. So very carefully, since this is very tight and it is breaking out the back, so I'm going to take a new one and kind of line it up, see if I can push it out. There we go. Push it out with a new one. Hey, thank you so much for the 100 bits, man. Was that for my impression? There we go. Tight. Get this old one out. Oh my goodness, it's just falling apart on me. There it is. Now, can I get the new one out? Go backwards the other way. There's the old one here. Let's look at the old one here. All of these have been translucent looking. So now I got to get this to go back out the other way. Such is life. It's this whole little back and forth battle that I have to do. Where is my convincing tool? I need a tool to convince it. That was not a hammer you saw. Totally was a hammer. So this is the thing that I end up doing. I have to put one in to get the old one out, and then I got to go back and forth with a new one. and then you pull both sides out. You just don't want to push it in so far that now you can't get both of them out. Oh, come on, dude. Go in there. Come on. There we go. Push out the old one with the new one. Push in the new one. There, now I can get them both out. Oh my goodness. Whew. There we go. Now, may have gotten a little bit dirty on there. Put that guy back in. Now that we got the old one out. These are just naturally tight. I don't think it's a swelling issue. They've all been like that. There we go. Maybe just a slight little careful tap on the back. Whew. All right, set that out of the way. I got to clean this off my coil stop. They got nuts on the bottom, so if it didn't have the nuts, I would definitely use the thread lock. But they do have nuts, so I think we should be okay. Where's my alcohol? I spilt it all over the floor. That's what happened. So much trying to do this quickly. Nice white towel. Yuck. Not a white towel anymore. Holy Moses. Boy, that is a dirty coil stop. I don't think I have to replace it. Oh, look, the new ones are different. Holy crap. Oh, cool. So there's the old one. There's the new one. It's wider. Although I still think the screws line up. This one doesn't look awful. I'm not going to change it out. It doesn't look blistered. It doesn't look anything. It looks decent. I think I'm just going to leave that coil stop as is and have this as a spare. But it is definitely different. Screw placement's the same, but it is a lot wider. Actually lines up to the width of the mount. Interesting. It's part of the kit. Part of the kit. That guy. I got to clean, even though this is it's a new coil sleeve, I want to clean out the inside. Just really quickly. There you go. There we go. And new plunger. Still want to get, even though it's new, I want to clean it too. We'll compare it to the old one here in a second. So the difference here in the plungers should be pretty obvious. So I think, what is this, Bakelite or something? And then that. So we're not going to have this metal one anymore. We're just going to put it in storage. Oh, dude, you need to put this part back on first. How about you do that first? All right, I'll do that first. Kind of like I was supposed to. Where's my thread lock? I'm going to dab just a little bit of thread lock onto these screws. If I can. Without it all falling off and going somewhere else. some more of this stuff. Dude, what are you doing? Don't fall off. Lock on those guys. And I'll save the new screws. Just a little bit of thread lock. Locking in our threads. If the part is good, why replace it? Just save it for another day. Yeah, buddy. Oh, hold on, let me get this call real quick. Hello. Not officially. I mean, I can come and go as I please. I'm not officially working. No, I was working on a game. I was going to call you here in a second anyway. Okay. All right, I'll see you. Love you too. Bye. That was my grandma. Gotta answer your phone if it's a grandma. Grandma, don't tell me what to do now. All right, that is that. Now, linkages, checking your spaceship photos on Facebook. Wow, there's a lot of hardware under that playfield. Yes, there is. Yeah, look, we got like 4 big steppers in the back and this relay bank, which again, this relay bank is nothing compared to the relay bank in OXO. OXO over there has 3 times the size relay bank on the playfield. That was a monumental cleaning job. But yeah, this is pretty cool. 1961. We got a really good deal, and it was only like an hour away. You don't EM? Oh man, I love electromechanicals. I think they're easier to fix. In my opinion, anyway. Alright, I'm going to screw this guy back down before I put the linkage back in, because I might have to rethread these holes. Nope. It's good. Good and tight. What's interesting is, like, you know, I like working on all of them. But I thought, like, we bought Jurassic Park brand new in the box. I was thinking, hey, finally a game I don't have to work on. I spent a month trying to fix the T-Rex because it wasn't working right before Stern finally sent me a new one. I'm like, man, this is not working. Ooh, this is not, that's a reason not to screw that down. Can't set it on top of there. Can't read the hieroglyphic EM schematics. Yeah, that does take a little getting used to. But for me, it was just about, I mean, I'm not perfect at it yet. It's just like, okay, I know how electricity works. You have to have one side go to the other side. So let's figure that out. And a lot of times when I'm looking at the schematics, I know what my problem is. I'm just trying to kind of see the area around it, and it'll say whatever relay, and then I'll just check that. I don't know if it's exactly what where the path is, but I go with what my eyes see. I don't know. I just have better luck on EMs. Do I need to even... I don't even need to have this anymore, this washer. I think I just need to have the... yeah, it's got an E-clip on there. There we go. That's all it needs is the E-clip. So again, more free parts. That washer can go away. Let's see here. All right. So that's moving. Let's look at the obvious thing here. All right, so we have all that stuff back together. So let's go back to the end of stroke switch. So our flipper goes all the way to the end, and look what it's not doing. It's not even hitting that. So the first thing I'm going to do is line it up right there and tighten it, and then we'll readjust it. And you want your end of stroke switch, at least I believe you want your end of stroke switch to fire right at the very end of the stroke. Wow, it seems pretty obvious when you say it out loud. I'm going to get my adjustment tools. It's pretty tight. And we are, let me use the flipper down here. We are straight on. Alright, so now I'm going to get my adjustment tools. Or just my tool. I always use the same one because when you find your favorite tool, you stick with it. Alright, so we are going to bring this brace back a little bit. We're going to bring that back a little bit. We're going to bring this back a lot. So that when you hit it, that is not enough of a break, I don't think. It is braking, but to me that's not enough. And you want it right at the end, right when the plunger gets to its end point is when you want it to break. But I don't think it's quite braking enough. I need to do it just a little bit more. Now again, I'll have to probably redo this when I turn it on. You mentioned you get stuck on pinball. You mentioned you get stuck on pinball initials. Here's a tricky one. Williams, 1992. Oh man, FT. I don't know. My brain wants to say foot trainer. I don't. FT. 1992. What came out in 1992? I'm trying to think of movies that came out in 92, and then maybe So Hard. Oh my gosh. Is it movie related? Or is it something else? I think that's actually pretty much better. Let's look at this angle. Still doesn't feel like I'm far enough away for that contact to be FT, man. I'll bring this back just a little bit. Not licensed, but a popular pin. Oh my gosh. Fishtails. Is it Fishtails? See, that's a lot farther apart. I may have gotten a little too far. Yep, first and favorite. Haha, got it. We don't have that either. Maybe I would have known if we had that. Of course, you know what we have. You looked at our Facebook page. All right, so how are we feeling about that? That means that it breaks right here. I still got a little bit of space. I want to come back just a little bit more. back the other way. And then our brace. Oop, too far. Too far. I'm looking at the monitor to see. See if it gets pulled far enough. That feels like it's far enough. And it's hitting like right, that's the end of the plunger, that's the end of the stroke. And it feels like it's disconnecting like right there. So I think that's good. We'll find out when we turn it on. Let me go check my monitor on Killer Instinct real quick. Still looking good. Still looking good after an hour, so I'm going to shut it off. And I'll turn it back on and see if it's still working. All right, that is one. So here we go. See if we can see a side-by-side here of the differences. Got that new. Maybe the second one, it's always going to be the second one, shouldn't be as hard, right? Because you've gotten used to what you're supposed to be doing. Let me clean up my space. Got these old rubbers. Got to get a new rubber kit too. Remind me of that. I need a rubber kit. I'll put these old parts in my bag so that we have them. Linkages, washers, that, those aren't part of it. All right, and remember I still lost that one spring clip somewhere. I'm gonna have to flip over the playfields for that one, which I have to do anyway. I have to take and put this away so we can start on the cleaning up of the arcade so we can open tonight. It's gonna be awesome to finally open tonight. Let me turn on, where is power? Nice. So the kit, what did we not use? We did not use the coil stop, and that's it. We didn't use the coil stop. Not to say that we might on this one, we don't know. Find out when we get there. But we're going to start like we did before. We'll take this guy off and replace it. Get that hot. Where is my... Oh yeah, here's the old plunger I got to put in the bag. Old plungers. Oh yeah. So out of the games that we have, of the pinballs that we have, Jurassic Park, I have to say, is my favorite because that's the one that I bought brand new. First and only game we bought brand new. So I really like that one. But I really like the lights, camera, action because I really like how many different things are going on there. And the floodlights. Those are awesome. The rotating playfield is awesome. And I got it for like $500. So that part is really awesome. I like that one. I don't have a lot of experience with a lot of the different games. I'm trying to. There's just nowhere to play pinball around us other than us. We're the only place. Slide this guy back. Come on. There we go. Out of the way. Take that off. Bye-bye. So long. Oh yeah, I gotta put that switch in the bag too, right? Didn't put the switch in the bag. Where is that switch? There it is. Gotta have your end-of-stroke switch. I guess I could just use that as a leaf switch on something else too, if I didn't use it as an end-of-stroke switch. I guess I should also update my Master's iBot to say we're open tonight, but I'm too lazy for that. Ooh. That guy. And that guy. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Screw there. Back plate. There. End of stroke in the bag. New end of stroke switch. Right here. Screws it. How long was it? That wasn't too long. I usually call my grandmother at 10 to see if we want to go out to lunch on my day off. I wasn't that far off from calling her. All right. Hold that. Hold that there while I screw this back in. Have I mentioned how much I hate flathead screws? Always mention how much I hate flathead screws. If I could, I would not have them. What is the benefit of a flathead screw over a Phillips or some other design? Oops, going backwards, wrong way. All right, so just like before, we're not actually putting it on straight because we got to do all the other stuff first. We're just going to get it soldered into place. Look at that zoom! Zoom! Solder! Gonna get some solder. Come on, buddy. Build up some solder there. There we go. Don't breathe that stuff, man. Stuff will kill you. Regarding masks, my local free play pinball museum just had a sign, please wear a mask, and ask you to use some hand sanitizer when you enter play. Everyone wears a mask. Yeah, I'm going to put the signs up. I'm definitely going to put the signs up because why not? But I don't want to be that guy. I'm not going to make somebody not wear a mask, or make somebody who doesn't want to wear one. But I will definitely put the sign up. Because I was talking about there's a tire place in town that has the sign, masks are required, but we will not refuse service to anyone. And they don't even wear the mask in there. But that's all right. I think it just absolve ourselves of any issues. Hopefully. We don't know. It's after 5. Our arcade is only open from 5 to 10 on Fridays and Saturdays. So if somebody was going to complain to somebody, really, we're not open at the times that any authority figure would have an issue, other than, I guess, the police showing up. But our town, I think, has been pretty cool about it. All right, take that guy off. And I'm not either way. I'm just like, how about we just respect each of our fellow human beings? Like, you want to wear a mask? Great. You don't want to wear a mask? Great. Let's just stay away from each other until this is all over. I have to wear them in the restaurant. Dang it. That one's spraying shot and is gone. Luckily, I don't need it. Ooh. Washer. That's a different thickness of washer than what was on the other one. All right. Yeah, I got to make those signs tonight. should have. I think that's really all we need. And it's like, really, if you're uncomfortable with it, because we're not a big arcade, there's not a lot of space in our arcade. There's no way you can be 6 feet apart from somebody unless the place was empty. So if you really have a problem with it, just stay home and come back when the whole COVID thing is over. It's like, we get it. We understand some people are really concerned. So do that. We just would really like, after a year, to finally get some money. This hobby is expensive. Inline relay, I did not clean that yet. Alternately, I also visit a local bar to get some high scores, and nobody wears a mask there. Fortunately, the pins are out back, and after a beer, I forget to worry. Yeah. I follow along, and for me, the benefit thing, I understand the mask can help as long as you can be socially distanced. But the masks really don't help at all if you're right next to somebody, and there's no way that we can socially distance in here. But I'm not going to force anybody either way. Do what you want to do that makes you feel comfortable enough to come give us quarters. But just don't complain about somebody else. We can all be cool. Play games and be cool, man. All right. Take that guy. Like, our restaurant, since last year, has only been call in and pick up at our drive-in window only. No customers have been inside the restaurant since this all began. Even though there have been a couple times where they have allowed indoor dining, it just keeps going back and forth so much, we just don't want to keep playing the back and forth game with it. Like, look, we'll wait until it's absolutely necessary to do it before we open the dining room. We're doing all right. Flipper, where are you at? There you are. Come on. Come on. Loosen up. I know you've been in there for years, but you can come out now. Come on. You can come out now. Holy crap. It's turning back and forth, but I'm not going up and down, which means maybe there's a little burr on the inside of, or on the post that's getting caught. Let's try to twist it a little bit more. Come on. There we go. Oof. Sucked. Suck that out. Pull that out that side. So this flipper's got a better top on it. We just gotta make the other one match. But it is pretty, the actual post itself is very kind of grungy. Alright. You go there. This time we'll put it in the right way and not upside down, hopefully. Spring. Baggy. Those are really good springs. "60-year-old machine, man. To think that it's still out here, it's still going strong. And if I do all the work, and I know we're going to take care of it, how much longer? This thing could be around 100 years after it was made and still be working. It'd be freaking awesome. I mean, I won't be here to see it, but, well, maybe. Modern science and all. Come on. What's going on? That is a long screw, or really down there. Really down there. All right. Screws out. You stay over here. Don't get confused with those ones. This goes in the baggie. A little bit of cleaning. A little bit of cleaning. Where did that simple green go? I'm so glad. Hopefully Killer Instinct stays working. And all the other games stay working. That'd be nice. We've tried to turn them on during this year. Every once in a while. But definitely have not been on enough. Beauty about arcade games is that if you play them enough, they can break. Or if you don't play them enough, they can break. They'll break if you play them. They break if you don't play them. Where is the other? Oh, it's already down here. There we go. Your Fishtails is a German re-import. Where will it go after I'm gone? Mars? Maybe. What's the gravity like on Mars? Where is... Oh, there they are. I was playing one of those... which one was it? It was a Pinball Effects one, but I was playing it in VR. And it's the... What is the Mission to Mars? Where the balls actually start floating. It's kind of cool. Hey, I'm noticing I didn't put a screw down all the way on that one side. What are you doing over here, buddy? There we go. Get that back in there. They used depleted uranium balls there. It's the only way it'll work. Hey, did I put it in the right way? I think I did. Come on. These ones are loose too. Let me get the toothpicks. Punks. Thought I kept a couple down here, but let me go get some more toothpicks. Alright, so 10:47. Okay. Get this done. Start to clean up the room. What was that? Oh, Facebook is telling me, or not Facebook, Windows is telling me something. I'm not used to all the Windows noises because I have a Mac at home. Windows, this is the only Windows computer I really have. Alright. There we go. Loose because it's thicker and need longer screws. Yeah, you need a... The problem with longer screws is that you're going to run the risk of going through the playfield. But that is true. That is looser because it's thicker, but this should work. Come on. There we go. And God forbid I have to try to search for screws that are just the right size. Ugh, that would be a pain in the butt. Alright, we're going to copy that one. That one goes there. At least with the thicker base, I mean, less likely to crack. Good grip. It's getting good grip. Where's that spring? Still over here. So you really can't accidentally put the spring right side up or the wrong way, because one side's longer than the other. It would just not line up. So that's a bonus. But they are left and right springs. Wherever I go, I have good luck finding any screw at Ace Hardware. Yeah. You know, well, for one, we don't have an Ace. I can go to Home Depot or Lowe's. But two, man, I don't want to stop for a screw. I've got buckets of old screws. Just have to find it. All right, that's good. That works. So that, and let me clean off the flipper. I didn't do that yet. I'm not gonna say you just sounded like an ad for Ace Hardware, but you kind of sounded like an ad for Ace Hardware. Wherever I go, I have good luck finding any screw at Ace Hardware. That's what it sounded like to me. Ooh, cleans up. Cleans up pretty good. I always want to make sure you have a nice shiny shaft. Careful, careful. Words. Languages. Kids. Back in the hole. Back in the hole. Back in the hole. Oops. This goes there. Let's pull the spring around over here. There we go. Like that. Trying to make sure that it's kind of the same gap I had. Let me put those screws in first. Get the same gap. Set screws. I think I can bring it down a little bit more. I'm looking at the other one and it's almost flush, but that does not guarantee that this side would be flush too. But I think I can bring it down or up depending on your orientation. How you're looking at it. Come on, dude. Screw in. There we go. Want to become famous? Hell no, I don't. Ban that guy. How do you get rid of that? I don't know how to delete the comment. Delete the comment. I don't know. I've never done this before. Either way, there we go. No, that's not right. Whatever. Ignore that guy. I don't know how to erase it. I'll erase it later. Click the name. I was clicking. Oh, I'm using use the right keyboard. Gotcha. Ban. There we go. Thank you for that. Cool. Thanks. Add band term big follow. Okay, I'll do that. Push that down. I only had the one time where they put like, it was like 100 fake people liking the page all at once, and then I had to do that massive delete thing where you have to go to that one website and it takes off all of them. It's like, man, if I wanted to become Twitch famous, I wouldn't be repairing a pinball machine. What are you talking about? I'm just doing this for the company and for the teaching, education. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Is that it? I'm a little close. A little close. Hold on, let me tighten this. Unscrew this. I know you can't see underneath, but I'm trying to match the other one. It lines up right. Lucrative Twitch fame. It lines up right next to the freaking lane post, these flippers. So you don't get a lot of room to move them around. Come on, buddy. There we go. You want to make sure, I mean, I hope we've all had the experience who've done this before. I want to make sure that they are absolutely tight. It's like, oh yeah, it's tight, and you turn it on, you start to play, and your flipper just goes don't. Like, oh crap, I guess it wasn't tight enough. Because these coils like to hit pretty hard. There we go. Nice. Nice. So nice, I did it twice. All right, where are we at? We are on the actual coil itself. Time to do the coil. Ooh. Oh wait, no, I think I started unscrewing that, right? Because why is that loose? Screw is loose on here. All right. Now, will I be able to get this coil sleeve out without having to do the whole juggling back and forth coil sleeve removal trick? Oh, hey, wow. Look at that. That's actually pretty clean compared to the other one. Maybe they hit the, what is that, the left flipper? Maybe they hit the right flipper more than the left flipper. Still feels tight. Still feels really tight. All right, we're going to have to do it anyway. We're going to have to push through. This is not the easiest thing to do, lining up another coil sleeve to push the old one out. Without breaking the coil, that would help too. I'll pop it back in for a second. Maybe loosen it up a little. Doesn't feel like it's loosening it up. Just a little tap from my friend. Say hello to my little friend. Come on, buddy. It's good as if, even if they're tight, if you can get them just a little bit below the lip, it makes getting this other one a little bit easier to line up on it. Use the play field to give me some stability. Hopefully I don't flip anything over. Come on. It's tight. One of them's going to be the hardest one to do. It's going to be the last one. Come on. You know you want to. I'll get it. Just got to line that freaking boy in there. I'm already pushing it. I can feel it for a second. I'm just not low enough to get it right in the middle. Ow. I guess the other thing would be if you had a perfectly sized tap, maybe, which I do not. This will work. This has worked every other time I've done it. This will work here too. Oh, that's an idea. I need to turn the air conditioner on in here. People are going to want it to be cool. I forgot. Almost. Let me get the AC on. Ugh. Air conditioning. I don't want to grab it with anything on the back because these are so brittle. It'll just tear it up anyway. The only solutions I really can do is just tap it up both sides a couple times. Try to loosen it up. Come on, buddy. Ooh, you're in there now. Oh, yeah. Just don't slip. I can actually feel it. It's below. There we go. Come on. Oh, you so want to go now. Come on. A few more love taps. A few more love taps. These coils can be brittle because they're so old. You've really got to be careful. This is just a balancing act for me. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on it, but I'm trying to get it to go underneath. Well, we're going to break it off anyway, so let's see if we can just get it to come out a little bit before it comes to shreds. There you are. You're in there, so just push. Push. Oh, hey, that'll help. Let's put over this hole. Off to lunch. Good luck with the grand reopening. Thank you so much, sir. What's your YouTube channel? My YouTube channel should be the Arcade Dungeon YouTube channel. What's your YouTube channel, David? Hey, thank you for the follow, Neil. Have a good lunch. My YouTube channel actually helped somebody. Somebody was having an issue with their line drive. and they watched one of my videos, and then, well, creepily, they found me and called me. I think that's my fault for, we're kind of public. There. Oh my goodness. That sucked. Ugh. Alright, balancing act. Get the other one out without pushing the new one in all the way. I don't think that's going to happen. I think I have to push the new one in all the way. Because now I don't... Yep. We're going to play this back and forth game for a second. Actually, just do that. That's a new one. Oh, it's too small. Dang it. That was my bad. That's too small of a coil sleeve. Ah. What you want is non-tight coil sleeves. You know, some coils, they just slide in and out. Ow, ow, ow. All right, this is going to be a... Come here, you. There. Punk. I'm done with that. Ugh. Give me a coil sleeve. Give me a Q-tip. Man. All right. Yeah. Well, that's a nice sound. Whew. Ow. Owie, owie. That was a lot more pain in the butt than it needed to be. All right, we'll get this guy done. So he can join its brother. Speaking of brothers, how's my brother doing? You at work right now, Sutrol? Or are you off? Ow, ow. All right. Oop, didn't clean the back part here. That there, there. Getting to the end of this. Fine at work showing Tim the channel. Oh. Hi, Tim. There we go. All right, let me get the... Let's try to do this without them falling off everywhere. Lock tight. Lock bright. First lock I see tonight. Oop. How much Loctite do you need to put on there? I don't know. The whole bottle? Maybe. There's that. It's a little dirty here. Let me clean this first. Let me clean this first. Oh my goodness. Get in there. Don't make it seem like that's a hard thing to do. Screwdriver, screwdriver. Oh yeah. A little bit of Loctite. Usually you know, the front part is not that big of a deal to put the Loctite on. But when it comes to the flippers, I just would rather it either have the nuts on the back or the Loctite on all the screws. You don't want all that flying off. Alright, that one. We're getting there. Get our new plunger somewhere. Still on the table? Yes, it is. New plunger. Shouldn't be dirty, but clean it anyway. Alright. Slide that bad boy in there. I try not to touch the plungers. You know, your fingers have greasy and oils and stuff like that too, so you want to avoid getting that on everything. That's that, right? Right there? Yep. Alright, so we're still going to have that same issue. What's happening? It's weird. It doesn't look like it lines up the same way. Let's get the screws in and figure that out. Obviously, we need to do our end of stroke switch. Come here. Get that guy in there. And this guy back here. Tighten that down. These are good and tight. Alright, so again, just like the other side, our end of stroke switch is not lined up at all. So we are going to do that. Let me bring this over here for a second, maybe. Get a better angle? Yeah, that's a better angle. That's better. Alright, first part is make sure it's lined up and down. Like right there is good. I'll just tighten them down. Come on. Depth perception's not my friend. Come on. Some of these older screws too, you want to get them tight, but be careful because they'll snap off on you. Ow. And then because it's a flathead screwdriver, your finger goes flying into a piece of metal and now it's kind of hurt. Alright, so it's lined up. So now we just got to make it hit. You have to let the end of stroke switch be an end of stroke switch. Pull this guy back. Pull this guy back. Pull that guy forward. Alright, flipper. That's the end. I think it's a little wide compared to the other one. This one is like, that's the end of it. I think the gap is just a little bit too wide. So we're going to bring it back just a hair. Also need to bring this support back here so it touches that. Ooh, fine tune it, fine tune it. Come back this way a little bit. And I think that's it. I think that does it. We're breaking right at the end of the stroke. My mind wants to go a little bit more back though. There we go. Nice gap there. There we go. That is an end of stroke switch if I've never ever seen one. All right. Wide angle. Wide angle. So what I'm going to do right now before we wrap this up, I'm going to flip this over for a second. Hopefully, without hitting anything. I got some stuff underneath here. And maybe we'll hear a little bit of a tink, tink, tink as that pedal clip from earlier. See how my flippers are lined up. I might have to readjust them sometime. Oh, ow, that is not friendly. There we go. Watching my Jones plugs. Hearing stuff fall. There we go. All right, let's hold that there for a second. Batman Vision. Ooh, that one's still got to come up a little bit. This one's good. I just heard that spring. There it is. Okay. Clip fell out. All right, so that one's good. It's away from the bottom here. You want that little bit of up and down. So it does have a little bit of that, but it's not touching the playfield. This one, however, is a little too low. So I do have to readjust this one just a hair back up. Let's see if I can do that really quick, like, without damaging anything. Come here, Jones plugs. Thank you. So what are we talking about? We're talking about this one. This is the one that was rubbing. All right. Just a hair back up on that one. Bum, 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 bum. These screws that hold the rotisserie in one direction are not very good. Somebody's leaving. Brent's leaving. Where's Brent going? The store, probably. All right. This will be the last bit here. We're just going to wrap this one up. We want to go a little bit higher. Where'd that Allen wrench go? No more rubbing the playfield's what we want. Lefty loosey. Thing is, you don't want to overdo it when you're not quite sure yet, because you put the divot in there, it's going to be hard to adjust. Coming down just a little bit here. Man, I needed to loosen up a little bit. Loosen up. There, that went down a little. Ooh, don't turn the whole thing. Go the other way. Come on, buddy. Stay in place. This one is sitting so much lower than the other one. Almost there. Way different than this one. It's weird how they're so different. Alright, that one, and now it's not touching when I do that, because you want your space. But right there, it's not touching the playfield. I can feel it with my fingers. I don't know why they're so different from each other. So I'm just going to mostly tighten this, not all the way tighten it. Come on, get there. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Sometimes it feels a little different when you're upside down. Alright. Come on. There we go. I'm just going to set it like that for now. Okay, we're coming down 2 hours. Cool, I got time to clean the arcade. All right, now it's not rubbing up against the ground, because this is what happened when it rubbed up against the ground. See, we have that gouge. Hey, what are you doing, camera? Stay put. This gouge in the playfield right here that we're going to have to paint. That's why we want to make sure that is not touching it anymore. Cool. All right, well, there you go. Now, that's a good time. About 2 hours. We'll be dead on 2 hours here. Cool, cool, cool. We'll let that, it's going to rotate a little bit. Yes, it's going to rotate. Stay there. Just stop moving. Oh, all right. Good accomplishment. Got all the flippers done. Or both the flippers done. So the playfield, at least for now, can go back into the machine so we can move it out of the way. Or move the whole thing back here. Whatever we got to do. Thank you, Sutral. So we can get cleaned up for tonight, and I got to make sure Killer Instinct's still working, rearrange the arcade, get all my signs up, and our handy wipes and all that kind of stuff. But thanks a lot for joining me. Thanks to Kudzu, I think that's your name. Thanks for following. Thanks Neil W. for following, watching, talking, chatting. Thanks Sutral for hanging out for a second. I'm not thanking Mr. Jackpipe, who tried to do my freaking scamming thing. You, Mr. Band guy, screw him. But everybody else, thanks for watching. We'll be back probably Monday, because arcade and stuff. Monday to get back to work on this, and we'll tell you how the weekend went for the arcade. So take care, everybody. Have a good day, good afternoon. It's right at 2 hours on my clock. Peace out. Have a good night. I'll see you all later.